Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Polk Zoo channel and the guitar ladder system. Hey, today's video is going to be about, because improvisation really is the key to musical growth. Eric Johnson says that Wes Montgomery used to kind of talk about it. It's really true. The important thing, you can do a search on my channel for 10 systems of improvisation with Steve Zook. The idea, and also not marrying a genre of music, will help you grow musically as well, because when you marry a genre, you start to try to create within, too many rules and too many prefabricated, systems of it's got to be this and not this, and you need to free your mind. You need to learn the fundamentals, the building blocks of music, and then let the universe then introduce ideas to you that come from the universe and your subconscious mind, and then you can find them because you've explored, you've explored the different components that make up creating music. And that's why working in altered tunings is so important. It's like Michael Hedges says, you're in a whole new universe. I mean, regular tuning's cool, but it gets really boring too, and it's limited. There's voicings and chord connections and moods and styles, and you create, music is about creating a mini universe, of style and emotion and intention and tension and resolution. And there's things like, for instance, I do a couple tunings a lot. I do dadgad a lot, and I also do flamenco tuning a lot too on my nylon strings. And what's really cool too is sometimes you'll try something that you do in a regular tuning, and it sounds really, really cool. This is an Ibanez, by the way. Ibanez, something like I think it's model 54 or something. It's got the solid mahogany top. This is a lot of guitar. This one, it's funny because I look at these online, and sometimes they say they have a bone nut and a bone saddle, and some of them say they don't. But I've actually looked at, AW54 OPN stands for open pour. I've played a lot of these at stores, and they seem all right, but I always kept my ears and eyes open, and I actually ran into one that I had a really good feeling about, and I bought it, and I'm just keeping it. I don't keep much, folks, but this is a lot of guitar. A lot of guitar for the money. But what I really want to talk about, though, is improvisation. When you play in altered tunings, and really the less you think about how you play, the better you'll get too. That's why the guitar ladder system, there's over 100 studies, and they all teach you. It's mostly chordal, about tension and resolution and how chords go together in a musical way, and you're building a vocabulary of how to create musical sounds and styles and moods, and really learning your instrument. And the improvisational tools are the fertile soil for compositional tools. And we seed the subconscious mind, and we don't, get into a big hour. Now, this may not be for everybody, but for people that can just do the studies and not think and just let it soak into your subconscious mind, you're going to get a tremendous, it's almost like musical meditation, But anyway, I just thought I'd share this guitar. Really has a beautiful sound, as you can hear. When you find something that works like this, try it in different places. This guitar is so resonant now that this had some extra work that it has a bone nut and a bone saddle and a compensated saddle. The end pins suck on this guitar, though they don't come up very high. They're kind of hard to get out, so I think I'm going to put some brass end pins. I think I'm just going to keep this guitar because it just sounds insane. It reminds me a lot of a 0017 Martin from the 30s. I actually had two of them, and they sold for a lot of money. But this is really a nice guitar. If you want looking for one, try to find one that has the bone nut and the bone saddle, or just buy one and add it on. But yeah, this is something I used to do in regular tuning, or still do. But see, it sounds completely different. And that's what's so fun about alter tuning. But you can hear that hot. The mahogany solid top. Mahogany has just a beautiful, beautiful mid-bass tone, So it's pretty neat. But yeah, there's really a lot of nice things you can do in DADGAD, and DADGAD will build your musical ear because you're kind of searching for sounds, and in a very simple way, you're just kind of experimenting on your guitar, looking for chords that go together and sound nice. Some examples of some of those simple chord forms, like that chord, this. But yeah, working alter tunings is really good. I like to do fingerstyle. Yeah, these Ibanez, if you can find a good one of these open pore 54s, they really sing, but you may have to have a bone nut and a bone saddle put on it, But anyway, so improvisation is really important. Simple forms like this. See? So there I'm just kind of. See that note coming up really binds it together right here. Kind of gives it a thematic nature. I've learned so much from Michael Hedges, my God, and a lot of it is just exploring sounds, like learning. Like this morning, I found this chord. What a great chord, huh? Probably you could find a better pattern than that, but that's not. It's not. Playing things that don't sound great is really good too, because then you find a way to resolve it to make it more musical. Like that. See, that one was a little bit sweeter, right? So yeah, working alter tunings is really good for your ear. You don't have to sit there and think, major seven dominant, third, you just listen to the damn chord, and then try to go somewhere else that's musical, just like I just did. You just find, smooth voice leading, find chords that are, have some common tones maybe, or you're not making, you're not jumping too far away. But it just sounds musical. It's like putting colors together in a way that looks beautiful on a picture, And always be looking for new. But, I know, I'm just kind of slow. Yeah, so I'm a big believer in this guitar. I think this is an undervalued guitar. This is one of those guitars you can get for not too much, and they really sound nice. But again, every guitar is different, and the great ones are few and far between. I would try to find one with a bone nut and a bone saddle, or if you can find one that's not too expensive, then spend the extra, whatever it might be, $120 to get a bone nut and a bone saddle put in. And like I said, the end pins that Ibanez used, which I don't understand because they suck, they hardly have any head on them at all. It's really hard to get them out. I recently had to get my hand inside and push from the bottom to get this one out. I think I'm going to put some brass pins on here. Yeah, this really has a... if you want to develop your improvisational skills and tunings, listen to an hour of Michael Hedges a day. He was such an incredible artist. Just thinking about him, I get goosebumps. I mean, one of the top 2 or 3 composer guitarists on the planet. Anybody can play some pretty great guitar, but to be a real composer, that's the thing, man. If you want the universe to write music through you, you have to wake up your musical ear. You have to build a musical reservoir in your subconscious mind without a bunch of rules and stuff, and that's what the guitar ladder system does for you. It'd be the best $199 you ever spend. You can buy it at stevesatguitars.com. But anyway, yeah, these are really nice. Again, not a performance, more a suggestion. If you want to develop improvisational skills, which will wake up your musical ear and wake up your own unique musical point of view, work in altered tunings. Just pick whatever one you want. Dadgad's a good one to work in because there's lots of simple things you can do in Dadgad that sound really nice. This is one of my favorite little ditties here. This form. This morning I found this chord too. It's kind of hard, you know, what can you do? So yeah, but yeah, these, if you can find one of these Ibanez open pore 54s, man, they really sound good. But again, one in 20 or 30 will really sound good. And like I said, it's funny because I've seen some advertised with bone nut and bone saddle and some with not. I haven't seen as many with the compensated saddle. I think this might have been an upgrade. I think this one was set up unbelievably, by the way. But yeah, I think I don't really keep very many guitars, but this one's so insane, I think I'm going to keep it. But yeah, just exploring, you know, in altered tunings, you just use your ear. You know, you play a chord and then play another chord. And just put chords together. You know, things don't have to be complicated or intellectual or, you know, a formula in order to grow. I mean, some of the greatest guitar players in the world, like Wes Montgomery, just did a lot of ear training, you know. I mean, sure, they knew what a major 7 chord was, but they also explored, you know, the arpeggios of it and all kinds of stuff, but they didn't overthink it. They built up their musical ear. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is a... But yeah, mahogany, man. Such a nice... You find something like that works and you try it somewhere else. It has a different flavor. So experimentation is a huge part. Simple things like that, just little 2-fingered. See, for some reason I think of Steve Howe when I hear this. I think it's the sound of the chords as well as the strum pattern. What a sound, huh? Yeah, working altered tunings without thinking a lot, just looking for nice chord connections and making it sound musical is really good for your musical ear. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this guitar. This is my Christmas present this year. And I don't really keep much, but I think I'm just going to keep this because it just sounds so incredible, you know? But yeah. That's a good example of what I'm talking about. All right, folks, take care. Let's all stay positive. Let's keep the positive faith. And if you find yourself feeling a little funky, Focus on gratitude. Thank the universe for the blue sky. Thank the universe for the beautiful trees. Get some couple 15-pound dumbbells and do some. The other night I wasn't feeling too good, so I did a little stretching. I took my two 15-pound dumbbells. I did a warm-up set of about 7 or 8. Using two arms at the same time doing curls. And I warmed up a couple sets light, and then I stayed with the 15 pounds, but I did I think 35 or 36, and I felt great after that. They say it's hard to be depressed or negative if you stimulate your lymph system. So if you do struggle with a little bit of depression or whatever, also cool the drinking. Drinking's really not good for you. But when you work out with weights and not heavy weights, you'll hurt yourself. Keep it light. I have a couple 15-pound dumbbells, and I get a lot of results from them too. But I like I said, I warmed up, and then I went to I did a set of 35, and I felt great after that. I felt like I took a Valium or something. I didn't take anything. It kind of sounds like a prayer to me. I don't know why. Anyway, these are nice guitars. Like I said, though, I mean, the great guitars, people need to realize that the great guitars are few and far between. I think this one's like 1 in 100, which is similar with a lot of guitars I find. They're very rare. But if you're going to get one of these Ibanez's, get one with the bone nut and the bone saddle. And or if you can't do that, just have it added. Spend the $120 or whatever somebody's going to charge you to get that added on. This one has a compensated saddle, but man, it just especially when you hear it. Folks, stay positive. Focus on gratitude. Gratitude is it's one of the laws of the universe that you can surf off of. And when you're thankful for even simple things like a blue sky, a beautiful tree, smile of somebody, the universe appreciates that, and you actually link into a creative frequency domain that will actually give you more and make things easier for you. All right, ciao.